what's important. Yeah.
Who are the very good people?
They are good people.
You said that for 2028 there are very good people who you have in mind.
Well, we have great people. I don't have to get into that, but we have one of them standing right here. We have JD, obviously. The vice president is great. I think Marco's great. I think, I'm not sure if anybody would run against those two. I think if they ever formed a group, it would be unstoppable. I really do. I believe that. I would love to do it. I have my best numbers ever. It's very terrible. I have my best numbers.
So you're not ruling out a third term?
Am I not ruling it out? You'll have to tell me. All I can tell you is that we have a great group of people, which they don't. They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person. They have AOC's low IQ. If you give her an IQ test, have her pass like the exams that I decided to take when I was at Walter Reed. Those are very hard, they're really aptitude tests, I guess, in a certain way, but they're cognitive tests. Let AOC go against Trump. Let Jasmine go against Trump. I don't think Jasmine, the first couple of questions are easy. A tiger, an elephant, a giraffe, you know. When you get up to about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to 10 and 20 and 25, they couldn't come close to answering any of those questions.
The readout from Walter Reed mentioned advanced medical imaging. Did you get an MRI? Can you tell us what that was?
I did. I got an MRI. It was perfect. Yeah.
Can you tell us what
I gave you the full results. We had an MRI, and in the machine, you know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. Yeah.
Can you say what in particular they were looking for?
You could ask the doctors. In fact, we have doctors traveling with us, but I think they gave you a very conclusive. Nobody has ever given you reports like I gave you. And if I didn't think it was going to be good, either I would let you know negatively, I wouldn't run, I'd do something. But the doctor said some of the best reports for the age, some of the best reports they've ever seen.
One theory on how you might try to serve a third term is that you could run as the vice president.
Yeah, I'd be allowed to do that.
Is it the White House's or the White House counsels or his legal position, I guess?
You'd be allowed to do that, but I wouldn't do that. I think it's too cute. Yeah, I would rule that out because it's too cute. I think the people wouldn't like that. It's too cute. It's not. It wouldn't be right.
Sir, a golf-related question. Do you mind? Your personally the most difficult shot for you in golf?
Right now?
Well, yeah. How will you play it?
The most difficult shot? It used to be chipping, but I've become a very good chipper. I hit them all pretty good. I'm a pretty good golfer. I won 38 club championships. That's pretty good. And pretty much I hit. I'm very solid, very consistent, pretty long. I mean, I hit the ball pretty long. I play with Gary Player. You know, Gary's 90, and he shot 70 with me the last time we played, which is pretty amazing. From 68.
Putting is pretty good for you.
Putting's pretty good. Putting used to be. I'd say putting used to be the best, but I'd say putting is pretty good.
Sir, can I ask just one more trade question? There were some tweaks to the Vietnam deal where they're going to have some zero tariff items that can come into the United States.
Yeah.
Why was that change made?
I don't know.
That's just there's a handful of things like coffee, etc. The type of stuff we don't make in the United States or grow, like climatologically we can't. So it makes sense if people are going to do a deal with us, we'll give them a good deal there. But overall, 20% on Vietnam.
And we want to get coffee down a little bit.
So just to clarify, technically, that was stuff that was at 20 and now will be brought to 0. Is that?
Well, it's just brought to whatever congressional level of tariff there is, right? I mean, this is, we have a huge deficit with Vietnam, and so they've taken down all their tariffs to 0 on everything.
All gone.
All the non-tariff barriers are gone. They're going to accept all our autos, all our standards, all of that. We have 20%.
Which, by the way, people said impossible to get.
They did say impossible.
They're all gone.
Yeah. And so we just have a few items like that we can't grow or extract from the ground in the United States. Certain spices, right, that we don't grow in America, that kind of thing.
How worried are you still about the risk of transshipment through Vietnam from China?
So part of the deal, they've agreed to a duty evasion agreement with us, and if we catch them doing it, we can charge an additional 40%, right?
On top of the 20?
That's right, yeah. And that's an executive order that's already in place.
You guys have a very interesting couple of days. We have Japan, and then we have South Korea, but we have China coming, and it's going to be very interesting. I have a lot of respect for President Xi, and we are going to, I think we're going to come away with a deal, but really feel good. Our country is doing so well economically. It's doing so incredibly well. The Democrats should let it open. I guess they don't do that because it's doing so well. It's too bad. But on the macro scale, it's not having that kind of an effect. We just want people to get paid. We think it's very unfair. And how about the man that put up $130 million to make sure our military got paid? This,
You won't tell us who
I
he
won't
is.
tell you. I won't tell you. But
Wasn't it
this
Tim
is a
Mellon?
person that called me that said, "Sir, I'd like to make a contribution of any difference needed for the United States military." I said, "I don't know. That could be a big number." And we worked it out. It was about $130 million. And he wrote a check for $130 million because he's an unbelievable patriot. And that's what it's all about. So we're going to have a good time over the next 2 days. Get a little rest.
Have you
One
have you
quick
gone
one,
to the
sir.
World
One-
Series yet?
I haven't been watching it too much, the World Series. No, I'm
You make a wager
disappointed.
with Carney?
They didn't put Pete Rose in. I said, put Pete Rose in before he dies. He had over 4,000 hits. They didn't do it. And with all the gambling you see now, I mean, give me a break. They didn't put Pete Rose in. I asked the commissioner, put Pete Rose in, commissioner, long before he died. Like a year before he died, they didn't get it done.
So we're-
Should have gotten it done.
The
Pete Rose was a great baseball player.
On
So
China?
one quick one. Just you said yesterday that you might invite China to Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
When would that be?
Well, sometime after. I'm going to go. We pretty much agreed that I'll be going to China
When is that?
in the earlier part of the year.
Okay.
And President Xi will be coming into maybe Washington or Palm Beach or someplace sometime after that.
Vietnam said that you accepted an invitation there as well. Do you plan on visiting
Well, he
Vietnam?
invited me. If I can, I will. We have a good relationship with Vietnam. And they've made a lot of money with the United States over the years with presidents that really didn't know what they were doing. But now, as you know, Vietnam is not charging us tariffs. And that's a big step. And based on that, I would.
And on Friday,
That's a big move.
On Friday, Ambassador Greer launched a 301 on whether China reneged on its Phase 1 deal. Part of these talks, would you pause that? How connected is that
I
to
don't
the
think
Thursday
it's going
talks
to
and the talks
be. It
you've
may
been
be a
having?
part of the talk, but it may be a part of just the negotiation.
That was a separate deal from before, and there's a lot of view in the United States that they didn't keep aspects of that deal. So we're just looking into it as if that's continuing, but we're really focused
If all
on
works out well, I'm sure they'll be able to talk us out of it. You agree?
We'll see.
I think
It's
so.
up to you.
I have a
Mr.
feeling.
President,
I have a feeling they'll talk us out of
You
it.
long said that you have a great relationship with Xi Jinping. You really get along.
Yeah.
Could you just elaborate on that? What about your relationship is so great, and what about him
I
are
just
you
like
really
him.
drawn
We were
to?
obviously that was hurt pretty badly by COVID when COVID came in through Wuhan. Everybody knows that. I always said it. I said it right from the beginning. So that had an impact, but an impact for a lot of reasons. Number one, we didn't get to speak as much because we're all busy getting out of that nightmare. But no, I think I have a very good relationship, as good as anybody, and I would say that likewise with him. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Can I ask
Appreciate it.
about the FIFA president has been following you around, Mr.
Thank
President?
you, Secretary.